No, but for real though, why is everything so sexualized now? Whether you watched it or you didn't, I'm sure you've heard about Euphoria, the HBO show, and the final season is out and finished now. And man, oh man, while I do appreciate the show for many different reasons, you just can't help but ask, does it need to be this sexual? And literally this elusive and seductive, and this many nude scenes and sexual scenes and moans and this and that and so many fetishes. It's like, could you have told a story without this? Or less of it? Or less extreme? And yes, the show is extreme, it's started off as a American high school show with just every single kid in the high school on drugs and having sex and just the craziest shit you can imagine. But, it's not just Euphoria. There's so many movies and shows now that just have unnecessary sexual innuendos to them, like The Boys, Amazon show, or just when you're scrolling TikTok or Instagram. Not that I do that, of course. I'm a self-actualized man. I wouldn't scroll Instagram or TikTok. But hypothetically, if I did, I would see time to time just OnlyFans girls, or not even OnlyFans girls, like girls who really respect themselves and take pride in who they are. And I respect it, but just have too much cleavage out, or wearing too many sexual things, or just the new fashion of today for girls in the gym is just these tight leggings that have like padding in their butt, or push-up bras. And it's like, you're going to the gym. Like, it looks like gym wear, but why is it so prominent in two places? Or just this new wave of like gym girls filming themselves and trying to catch guys looking at them. And it's like, maybe just wear sweatpants or something if it's so troublesome to you. And then there's the argument of, oh, I want to wear what I want to wear. And I completely agree with that. But you just have to understand the nature of men and not just be like, oh, I accept it. But it's like, you just know you're wearing something that's seductive and sexual a little bit, when you're wearing these tight leggings that just show off your ass, these push-up bras, and you're going to the gym. It's like, what's going on? And I don't know why this is. There can be a conspiracy that it's like, oh, when everyone's so sexually minded, then it increases the popularity of porn and OnlyFans and that whole industry. And I saw a statistic that OnlyFans is pretty much making as much money as Hollywood movies yearly, like within $1 billion. That's a lot of money, but OnlyFans is making 7 billion and Hollywood's making around 8 or something like that. And I looked it up, and it's like OnlyFans has like a few dozen employees, and they're a fucking online website, dude. Hollywood is making movies, and this other company, OnlyFans, is an online sex site, an online social media sex site, where the only way to make money is for degenerates to pay for porn. And look, I've made some YouTube videos about pornography and my thoughts on it and quitting, and I can't say that I've kept up with quitting, but I don't understand the mindset of putting in your credit card details and paying for porn. If you have so much excess money, just give me it. Just give it to me. You know how much good it would do if all the men, and maybe it's not just men, but I'm sure it's 90% men paying for OnlyFans subscriptions. How about we all just disperse it amongst ourselves so we can all have the equal amount of money? I'm sure I would get thousands of dollars a month, dude. $7 billion a year? Let's just all share it, guys. Let's not give it to the women who are selling themselves. Sometimes we have to keep up our morals a little bit. There's the question of, let's say 100% it would work. This is a question for you, whoever's listening. Let's say you could start a faceless OnlyFans account where no one will know it's you, and you have to do different things with yourself or maybe with other people, but let's say with yourself. And 100% it's going to make you money. 100%. All you have to do is do it, and you will get $10,000 a month easily. Would you do it? It's a question to be asked. I feel like at different times, what I would say is, oh, maybe I would do it for a few years, and then by the time I'm 25, I'll be out of that life and figure out other things to do. I'll just exploit the system and exploit the people paying for my subscription just for a few years, and then I'll be good. But no, you have to listen to that Marcus Aurelius quote in my YouTube bio, which is, quote, while you're alive and able, be good, end quote. If you're alive and you're able, be good, bro. There's a very thin line between the worst thing you can do in this world and the best thing you can do in this world. The worst thing you can do in this world is making the lives of others worse because you're in it. On the flip side, the best thing you can ever do in the world, ever, is make someone else's life better because you're in it. If you're making someone's life worse because you're in it, it's an objective truth that the world would be better if you were not in it then, literally. And so I think about that when I'm talking to people, especially people who I don't know as well, because it's more random interactions and because it's a more short-term relationship that I will have with that person, and there's no reason not to be kind all the time when you have these shorter term relationships with people. I'm just talking with your coworkers, friends, strangers, or when you go to a restaurant or a cafe and you're just talking to the cashier, just be nice. Genuinely. Say, hey, how's it going? Oh, thank you. Have a good day. Appreciate it. Those little actions add up because it reminds yourself and it reminds the person you're talking to that there is good in this world. Before you go to the gym, before you start looks maxing, before you try and find a wife or a husband, be nice and hold yourself with respect. Tell yourself you are magic. You are an anomaly. No one else is like you. You were given this life. You have to live it knowing that this may be your only chance. You could die at any moment, but not now. Now you're here. Now you're alive. While you're alive and able, be good. Don't try and play with people's emotions. Don't try and get a gotcha from someone. Lose your ego. Return to your true nature. Remember you were once a kid playing around in the park with your friends. You are still that same person. All you want to do is have fun, and you want to have fun with others. Prioritize that. With everything trying to get your attention, trying to take your energy, with everything trying to harness your energy out of you. And what I mean by that is back to the topic of this video of everything being sexual in nature, from pornography to erotic wear in public to OnlyFans, everything like that. You have to rise above it. You are you. No one else is going to do this for you, okay? Rise above it. Be the good person in the world that has respect for yourself and for others. Be the gentleman. Every guy wants aura now, and to be the main character, to be the guy. And to really do that, you have to lose that thought of being the guy. What you really have to embody is just understanding that you are you. No one else is like you, as I've said. Just be the best version of yourself, because you're the only you, but there are different versions of you that you can become. There's a bad version of you, and there's a good version of you, and there's a best version of you. Become the best version of yourself. You deserve it, and the world deserves your best self. Make others' lives better because you are in it. Keep going. I know it's hard, but you have to ponder your life and ponder the world as we live in it. Alright, I said it a couple times, and I'll say it again. As Marcus Aurelius says, while you're alive and able, be good. Thank you for listening. Jeremy out.